There's nothing more relaxing than a float on the water, a little food, a guided tour, and the scenic limestone bluffs that make this double-decker boat ride a real treasure. If you think you'd enjoy a leisurely and yet highly informative excursion on a serene Iowa waterway, just hop aboard the Scenic City Empress at the Boat Club in Iowa Falls.
Welcome aboard the Empress. I'll be your pilot today. We're on the Iowa River. It's a river that flows entirely within the state of Iowa. Its origins are around Britton Garner. It flows through Dallas, Alden, Iowa Falls, Steamboat Rock, Eldora, Union, joins the Cedar River, and eventually the Mississippi. It's interesting, a little structure on the left. It belongs to Scott Crowe, who has what I call an artistic demeanor. He built that small playhouse for his kids and matched it with a very small pontoon boat and an even smaller Honda engine. Coming up on the right on the smallest park in Iowa Falls, it's known as Weaver's Cove. It was donated to the town by the late Rocky and Christy Weaver. And this is where we store the Empress in the wintertime.
Well, here at the Boat Club in Iowa Falls, we're kind of a tour stop. We also run the Empress right behind us, and we maintain our 1937 log lodge. The Empress came into town in the early 1990s. It came from Wisconsin, the Dells area, and a local family brought it here, and then they decided it was a little bit work for them, so they sold it to a board of directors to run.
And I understand this is all a nonprofit, volunteer-run organization.
That is right. It wouldn't be possible without our volunteers. We do have 4 volunteer captains, local, retired men. You know, we get tons of support from the local towns and businesses. I think everybody sees it enhances the quality of life here in Iowa Falls, and they're willing to come out and volunteer for us. And it's a fun activity to go out on a night cruise in the river and enjoy some live music and meet new people. I think we're a quaint town that really enjoys having the visitors here.
There's a much newer structure on the left. It's a scale model of a lighthouse, and it was built by John Campbell, who lives there. The structure not only looks great, it functions very well, because since he's built it, we haven't had one shipwreck on this part of the Iowa River. The house we're coming up to on the right is classic Midwestern farmhouse. It's owned by Mrs. McConnell, and she's a spry 93 years old and still lives there. And we see her taking a walk on River Road every evening with the dog. Coming up on the right, there's an interesting historical structure. You can read most of the writing on the barn. It reads Palisades Dairy. The lettering above reads 1910. It was one of the early dairies in the town.
Didn't know what to expect, really, but was very happy with everything that we saw. Beautiful colors.
Do you plan to come back?
Yes, absolutely.
As you notice, our group, some of them are older, and it's easy access, and it's just gorgeous out.
Anything in particular about the sights along the way that you like?
The color, a lot of color.
This is the best time of year because of the colors, and you know, it can catch a nice day here and there. But summer, spring, fall, doesn't make any difference. Still a beautiful time to be on the river.
Any sights in particular along the way that you like?
I just think going under Old 20, which is the Washington Street Bridge, is beautiful because the cliffs are so high, and you have the swinging bridge as your backdrop.
In the early days, this was a stopover point for the farmers in their covered wagons, moving on to their newly purchased farms in the upper Iowa Valley. And usually the settlers would stop in Iowa Falls for several days. So the Weldons ran a large dry goods general store on the main street in town, and were instrumental in provisioning the wagons and the settlers.
And I understand there's been quite a revitalization of the lodge in particular in recent years. Tell me about the history of it and when it got redone.
It was built in 1937 by 12 families here in town. They wanted an area where they could meet together and have Sunday activities or wedding receptions and whatnot. The building has been maintained for that use, and this year we received lots of funding, and we renovated it so people can enjoy it for hopefully another 70 years.
After your boat ride on the Empress, stop by the Calkins Nature Area and Interpretive Center, also located near Iowa Falls. This 76-acre outdoor activity center has something for every member of the family.
Calkins Nature Center was a farm donated by Homer and Ruth Hawkins. Homer was well known in the state for being a wildlife rehabilitator, and his vision was always to have an educational facility to educate the local people and beyond about the outdoors and wildlife.
Now, what will visitors find today when they come here?
Well, we've got a lot of different aspects of the nature area. We've got a butterfly rearing house. We raise monarchs that we tag in September and release. We've got about 1.5 miles of trails through the timber that lead you to the Iowa River. We've got a fantastic Native American display that the public can come and view. Several collections have been given to the nature area from local collectors. We've got a small wildlife animal exhibit with native animals to Iowa. And of course, we've got a bird observatory in the timber. People can watch birds feeding out on feeders. And so we got a little bit of everything for people out here.
Now, what kind of activities or special events happen here?
We have got usually monthly public programs for people to come out and attend. We have summer day camps for kids. We've got speakers that come in, special events like we do an old-fashioned Christmas program, and just a lot of fun activities, outdoor related, of course.
Woodland, wetland, a reconstructed native prairie, plus a fascinating nature center. It's all here at the Calkins Nature Area near Iowa Falls.